Hello everybody, this is Nolancat here, and welcome back to A Tale of a Village. There are a lot of scary skeleton mobby boys all running around. We have the asteroid, and as you can see, what looks like the well and these lava patches have really been burning up. Lightning's been striking, this guy's house is burning. So, now we've got to fix this village. So, fire department comes out with their very long water hoses. So, they come out and bring their long water hoses out of the fire station, and they take their long hoses that are going to have to make a trail of wood over to this new place. Come fix the problem before the rain stops and the world explodes. So they bring it over to this place over here. The fire department does what all fire departments do, is breaks a hole in the wall, comes up and starts blasting water in. Now they break their hose at the same time, but that's okay. And they pull out their water buckets and they block it back up. Now these villagers here, they're not the stupidest villagers in the world. And they know that this lava will in fact come back up even with that water. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna enter into a hole through the back. They're going to re-extend their water hose all the way over and up and all the way over here. Then they're just gonna start taking this stuff downwards. They're gonna come down to here and they're going to get some water going. They're gonna continue to do this very same method until hopefully they've blocked up everything. They keep continuing to head down and down and down till they reach the bottom. Then they go ahead, fix this guy's house. Then this water hose that they have then extends back up and goes all the way over to here. They've got another bridge for these types of incidences, and it comes all the way over and starts heading towards the well. Now the water hose is going nice and fine, and it's moving, it's moving, it's moving, when then suddenly there's just a burst of lava that bursts around the hose, burning the hose. So they decide that they're just going to build themselves a cobblestone pathway for the hose above the lava. Now the hose comes up and they add their own special entrances on the side of the hose that they added, and the lava just pours down from the side, and the lava just pours and pours and pours. And then once this has all happened, they continue moving, and it comes all the way over to the well, which they try to spray, but what comes out of the hose is just more lava, and they spread it with more lava. Why this happened, apparently there's stockhouse over here, firehouse, which is right here. Is right here, this stockhouse is. And the thing is, it got so full and lost all of its water inside this very tall stock house. And in this giant, enormous stock house, it got so warm from everything that was happening that the cobblestone gravel and all that was supposed to be filtering the water all melted down into lava, and there was a whole lot of lava in their stockpile because of all this melted cobble. So as that was getting more pressure, fires were around, and they couldn't blast this place with water. What they did is they called in for an airstrike. So, up all the way up in the sky, up here, villager Bill Bob, who was living in a plane now because his house was not a very good house. Yeah, where is his house? Mr. Billy Bob Joe. Let's see here. There's his house. Yeah, it's not the most impressive house. So, what's this? So, he was living up in his low, very dangerously flying plane, up in the sky. Now, his plane was a pretty darn nice plane that he bought for $33 on the interweb. And now that he's used eBay and all of these creations, and he's built everything, stability job he's got his own new plane flying, and out from the tip of his plane he has a water option. His water travels down to the bottom and starts putting out this monstrous thing. The airstrike worked perfectly, but it also not as perfect. It was not in the perfect position to stop, so as he released the water and the water came down, half of it was still in flames. As things were burning, water was leaving. They didn't really know what to do. So what they did is they went over to a nice service named the Service of My Services, and they called Billy Bob Joe. But now in his house, he teleported using an ender pearl. He's in this very secure house, and he's just looking out the window at this giant volcano from sitting over in his fake chair that doesn't actually exist. He goes up and ender pearls onto the roof and sits on his couches looking at his solar panel. And he looks over at this lava flow of massive things, and what he does is he decides that he really is just going to throw some eggs at it. So he throws lots of eggs over there. But surprisingly, one of these eggs had water in it. When he saw that how well his egg was doing, but its egg doesn't last very long. But he was putting out the volcano with eggs. So threw more eggs, hoping to get a new one, straight into the fire. And then it put out that part of the fire. Billy Bob Joe was so happy with his discovery, he went and teleported with an underworld back up to his private $33 plane and threw more eggs. And again, one of these eggs had water in it. And some of these eggs had chickens in it. And then these chickens laid more eggs that had water in it. And the more water, the more the volcano-ish well was drying up. He threw eggs, the chickens laid eggs everywhere. throwed so many eggs that the eggs started to break the blocks and break through the cobblestone and start putting out all of this lava massacre. As the lava massacre kept going on, and source blocks kept going, the whole lava flow was disappearing. Straight down to the bone, the lava flow was almost empty. So Mr. Billy Bob Joe, the one whose house was completely destroyed, is a hero who saved the whole town from a fiery death by throwing eggs at a volcano. After that, he ran out of eggs, and the water started to get depleted. And all of the water started to flow downwards and downwards and farther down. And the well drained up, finally free. But what is this? Some lava from the roof that was sinking down. Thankfully, if we come and we sink our way through the lava, all the way at the bottom, there's still some water left. Put out all this lava. As the water came back up, it got rid of these lava-y pieces of destruction. And then finally fixing it all once and for all. There was no more lava source blocks to be found. Again, things didn't dry up this time though. The lava powered the wells and everything in it. Billy Bob Joe saved the town with eggs. After eggs, he threw the eggs out because he didn't like eggs anymore and had a fascination with milk. He gets lots of milk. He'd drink milk, and he'd give skeleton horses some milk. He'd get some bamboo, pick up his milk from the skeleton horses. Get his milk from the skeleton horses. Build bamboo forests using milk as the main source of everything that's happening. As they build more, and as they build higher with more bamboo, slowly he was starting to grow a bamboo forest. It was a beautiful bamboo forest, and it was fed with the most important thing in the universe to him, milk. He hasn't saved the town with milk yet, but I'm sure that he will. And so he was a cow. Basically, he was a cow. And cows make milk. And he gave milk and gave it to the town people. The town people really didn't care about any of the milk that existed with the barrier of bamboo that was being created. But slowly, he went ahead and he grabbed himself dragon heads and creeper heads and player heads. He didn't want to be such a normal villager. He was a Steve villager, a creeper villager. He was a dragon villager. A dragon villager that loved milk. He gave milk to all the creatures. He gave milk to all the creatures far and around the land. He took a trident and shot skeletons on horses. Horses of skeletons. As he fired at the skeletons with his trident, that he found somewhere in the well that he distinguished with chicken eggs, he kept attacking the skeletons. And he got onto a skeleton horse and threw tridents at the face of the skeleton. He got out of that skeleton horse and he came out. But he wasn't real happy with the village, not liking that of his new ways. So he became a prankster and did what everyone else would do. He watched and helped trees that grew in the middle of the road for no reason. He saw the cauldrons in water and stole them all. And then he broke into the same person who had all that water's house, stole his bread, and stole his water in there, and blocked off his torches and most light sources with water. And in his name, all he left was a head. But it does not end there. No, no, no. He did the most atrocious, meanest thing that he could do. He grabbed someone's horse, pulled it out, and he lifted the horse up a little bit with his jet and flied it over, but it failed, so he said, nah, that's a bad prank. So he flipped it with not being happy, so what he did was the owner of it, he decided to fill their chimney with dirt. And with that, he grew a forest or some bamboo, a very tall piece of bamboo, on top of the house. Now it was time to save something. Nothing bad was happening. How could he save people if there's nothing bad? Well, if there's nothing that you can do, then, he got himself a lectern. He got himself a book. He was going to become a writer and make a difference in this world. His lectern was going to be in the middle of the village. And he placed his book down, and then he started writing. But then he fell into a fatal problem. He can't write. So he tried writing his thing, but he didn't know what to write, nor did he know how to write, so he did nothing. He took the book, and he started trying to write. He wrote a lot of strange things. He was looking at it like these are looking like words, but then it got real strange when he got to just numbers. Just numbers, and then just symbols and symbols and symbols. It was the weirdest thing. So, he signed his thing and said, hi. But he didn't know how to write hi, so it didn't say hi. It said, hi. He placed down his book to be remembered forever. Everyone loved his beautiful writing choices. Even though they can't read either. So that's why they thought it was so good. And the next thing that he was going to do was build a new building. And a few hours and he was starting to go. This building would be done pretty soon. He built the outline. And he built the last part of the outline. And he dug a hole just for a little bit. He plucked the hole. He built some stuff and returned to his hole. He left his hole. Those things were finally finished. And he went over to his neighbor's house to show him what was finished. So he entered his neighbor's house. He entered what is his neighbor's, but probably not his neighbor's, but I guess it is his neighbor's. He entered into his neighbor's house, looked in his chest, put a creeper head in there, and he told them what he built. And after that, they wanted to go see it. And that's what they did.